What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes, and today's video is about my top crypto picks right now as the market is kind of sideways or trending downwards. And so I'm going to give a layer 1 solution, a layer 2, and a gaming coin as well, and then some honorable mentions I kind of want to throw in at the end. So let's get right into it. First things first is we always have to look at the king of the jungle, because as the king of the jungle moves, so does the rest of the jungle, really. So Bitcoin, that's what I'm talking about here. And you guys know, if you're watching this channel, I don't usually dive too deep into charts. Charts are great, especially if you're trading. And I've definitely spent, my fair share amount of time in there in the charts. But nowadays, I worry about fundamentals, and I don't worry too much about charts. It's a psychological nightmare, emotional nightmare for many, if that's all you do is look at the charts. So I take a look under the hood of these projects to see which ones I value, and then the only reason why I'm looking at price is to see if I can buy more at a cheaper price. That's kind of my mentality now. So Bitcoin, the big daddy here, is kind of sitting at just around 38,000, just a little over. So not hot, not great, but at the same time, it hasn't dipped down to 30,000 or anything like that, so, or below, which is always a great sign. So let's get right into the first coin, or the first project that I'm going to talk about that I am a big fan, is Avalanche. So Avalanche is a layer 1 solution, great founder, professor, very, very intelligent man, and great projects that are building on top of it. What I do want to show, though, is where the price point has gone throughout the year, and kind of give you a good idea of if this is something that you do your own research. And look, I got to say this, of course, anything that I'm going to offer today is not financial advice, is not, is not me pushing you to do anything at all. It's, if anything, it's just pushing you just to kind of look into these projects and see if it's for you and it makes sense. That's it. It's my opinion. All right. Now that disclaimer's out of the way, let's get into it here. So if we look at AVAX, we're just going to take, let's just take this one here. Yeah, we'll just take this one. That's fine. Right over here. Okay, so we're going to see here that, let me move myself out of the way. There we go. All right. So where were we here? At the top was $150 US, maybe a little bit more, 151. And right now we're sitting at about 60. So, just for, of course, it doesn't want to work with me here. All right. So look, that's more than obviously 50%, way more than 50%. That's actually dropped down from its actual highs. I don't know why this wants to keep doing this, but all right. We'll let it be. So a pretty big drop. Okay. Why do I like Avalanche? I like Avalanche because there's a lot of projects that are building on top of that right now, whether they be DEXs, Trader Joe, that's a big one that's on there. You look at NFT projects that are happening, DAOs that are plugging into the Avalanche network. There's a lot of good stuff that's happening. And that's one of the things that you want to look at, is how active are other projects on that protocol, especially when it comes to layer 1s. So that's one of my favorite picks is Avalanche, and I continue to add to it where and however much I can. So that's number 1. So number 2 is Polygon, and number 2 is a layer 2 solution, meaning it actually sits on top of, for lack of a better way of saying it, on ETH, right? That's Ethereum is its source, and it actually helps Ethereum because it takes the congestion off, allows transactions to go through faster, all that kind of stuff. And why do I like Polygon? So as I'm doing this, I'll tell you why. So Polygon, again, very, very active in all that it does. I always use this one. Okay, so year to date, actually, anyways, that's Avalanche was not year to date, but you can see from the high there to where it is now. If we did this, yeah, so all-time high is at $3 and almost 50 cents. Right now we're at just over $1. So again, another significant drop. So Polygon here, also you'll see it's called Matic is the ticker. Has a lot of, again, activity that's happening around it. So recently it partnered with Stripe and Twitter. I mean, you don't get much bigger in terms of name recognition and actual use cases and fundamentals than those two. And they have a lot of NFT platforms that they're kind of plugging into. One that I'm familiar with is Autograph, which is the Tom Brady-led NFT company for athletes. And they've got a whole bunch of stuff that's happening for, they meaning Polygon. And they're always doing something. They're very active and their updates are building. And very excited to see what comes through with them. But again, I mean, they were almost three times where they were today in terms of price point. So if this is something that suits you or looks appealing to you, it's not a bad time, right? To kind of get in there and see, at least dip your toes in to kind of see what the price does later on. But I'm just, like I said, price only matters to me in terms of what can I dollar cost average into. That's it. I don't stare at these all day, every day like I used to. So that's that. And then third is a gaming one. And I'm a big fan of these guys. I'm not sure if it's going to be on here or not. Yeah, there we go. It's called Elluvium. All right, so let's go see what Elluvium is doing. Okay, and TradingView does not want to show me what it is doing. Let's just use this. That's fine. Okay, so I mean, this is, and if you haven't seen what it looks like, I mean, go on their site. It's called Elluvium. All right, and it's a metaverse gaming kind of DeFi play all wrapped into one. Great graphics, AAA graphics actually. So very excited for this to launch. It's a role-playing type game, and they have a lot of battles that happen in there where you earn a bunch of stuff. All right, I know it sounds very technical, but very amazing platform. At least it looks like. So we'll see what it does. And staking, the things that you can do on here to earn yield on your Elluvium token is quite phenomenal as well. But if I go back to the chart here, you guys can see that at its top was like almost 1950, right? 1,950. So where are we now? We're sitting here at 474. So that's a massive dip. And I wish I could pull this up for you guys, but it doesn't seem like that wants to work. Hold on. No. Okay. Well, maybe we can do it here. Can we? Nope. All right. I'm not going to fumble around with that anymore. So look, massive dip from 1950 all the way down to 474. Great project. Great people involved in the project, and great community built around it. So those are my three that I would really look into. Those are the three that I will add to for myself, and those would be Avalanche, Polygon, and Elluvium. Okay, so two kind of bonus plays I want to throw out there. One is a layer one, and the other one is actually both are layer ones. Both are layer one solutions. And why do I pick these ones in particular? Well, we know that if you don't know, FIFA, the soccer over here, or football as they call it overseas, the World Cup is coming the end here of 2022. I believe it's in November. So that is a hot ticket item that really takes over the entire world for the better part of maybe 4 to 6 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. And so anything attached to there in terms of partnerships, sponsorships, whatever it is, they're going to do very well. Chances are they're going to do very well. Okay, so first one, this was announced quite a while ago, is that Crypto.com is going to sponsor 2022's FIFA World Cup. So Kronos, which is Crypto.com's blockchain, should do well. So the Kronos token should do very well. Okay, this is my opinion. I think it's going to do well. It's just been highlighted. If you look at when Crypto.com purchased Staples Center, and now it's the Crypto.com Arena, there's a massive difference in from before the announcement to post announcement. So that's one to look out for. And the next one, maybe not spoken too much about, is Algorand. And this one kind of took me by surprise, because I don't hear much about Algorand unless I'm deep into the research and doing different things. But for them to come out and all of a sudden they have a partnership with FIFA, like it's going to be a regional supporter for North America and Europe, at this year's World Cup and an official sponsor of next year's Women's World Cup. I didn't even know that till I just read that now. These guys are making waves. Okay, again, led by a very, very intelligent professor from MIT. So he's like an OG of the crypto world, and so there's real talent behind this, real intellect behind this, a community built behind it, and good technology, right? Great technology if they're partnering with FIFA. So those are the coins that I would look out for, the projects that I would look out for. So recap: Avalanche, Polygon, Elluvium. And then the bonus ones at the end were Kronos, which is crypto.com, and Algorand, or Algo, which is this ticker. All right, guys, hope you found value in this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, and obviously share the video if it provides value or anyone else. And as always, I always say this, leave some comments below. Like, what are your coins you're looking out for? You know, what do you think of the ones that I mentioned? I would love to hear what your comments are. So just remember, tomorrow never comes. Get in the game, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.